Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. Welcome to Spoilers with Menchaca. This is the conversational show where fans of all things pop culture gather around to discuss and review.
Well,
and spoil
all things
something.
of pop culture.
Okay,
I don't think
fine.
of all things of pop culture,
Okay,
you know.
fine. But fans do gather around to discuss a movie or something, some piece of entertainment that has come out for a review discussion.
Okay.
And this is going to be a spoilers review, so we're going to assume that you've seen Avengers: Age of Ultron.
They should have had 3 days. That's
Yes.
more than enough time.
Yeah.
If you upload it on time.
Upload, yeah, and the European people have like a week and a half.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yes,
Who's watching from Europe?
yeah, I have people from England that watch.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Anyways, so let's see. I guess that's okay. Twitter at Chakalaka88 and boomchakalaka4@gmail.com for the email. If you anything that you want long form that you want addressed on the podcast, Musing with Menchaca, check it out. So I think I'm not gonna really do too much on intros and stuff like that.
Because it's not really musing with Menchaca.
This is not Musing with Menchaca. We're in a different place. I'm gonna call this Studio B. That's what we're gonna call
Okay.
this. Studio B. Yes, because the other studio was locked
Yeah,
down.
I mean, we weren't meant to be
booking.
here today.
Booking was a bitch. So whatever. So we're here. And I think it's better because a change of venue is good for making it feel different.
Really, a change of venue is good.
No,
Even
fuck.
after we said we should change venue,
No,
you're
no,
like,
well,
no.
it
I like the kitchen.
It doesn't
I like the kitchen.
it doesn't feel like Musing with Menchaca. So this is spoilers with Menchaca will probably be filmed here.
Okay.
Let's do that. Yeah.
But you hopefully with microphone stands next time.
No, I actually like this. I like this. I know it's probably gonna give you like audio feedback thing going on with these little cords, but
Well, as long as you
There you
don't
go.
do that, I mean.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be
Well,
fine.
we'll try to stay still. Besides, I actually like this. It's like sports commentator thing going on. Yeah. All right, let's get on to spoilers. So, click this video to your watch later list in case you haven't seen Avengers: Age of Ultron. If you don't care about spoilers, then by all means continue to watch. So let's get on. Let's get on with it. So we're gonna do it this way. I wanna say the good, the bad, and then the score, or something like that.
Well, what's the difference between the good and the bad, or the good and the score?
The good, the bad, and then what we score it.
Oh,
okay,
you
I
mean
was
like
like-
1 out of
At
10?
1 out of 10, and we're gonna do a
okay.
20-point scale.
Okay, 20-point scale.
Yeah. So 1 out of 10. So 1.5, 2, 2.5.
So
Okay,
it's still
okay,
a 1 to
so-
10.
It's a 20-point scale. That's
Okay.
what they call it.
Okay.
Way to be
So-
technical.
Yes. So there's no 9.3s up in this bitch or something like that.
Just
No.
9.5.
9 or 9.5. That's it.
All
All
right.
right. So we'll do that, and yeah. So let's start with the good. What do we like? What's the good? Give it to me, guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
I like.
I know. I didn't even intro. I didn't do
He
intro.
didn't,
just
didn't
said we
do
were gonna do
intro. I
intro.
mean, they don't even
the
know
radical
this guy.
thinker Eric and the musician Joel.
What's up?
Yes, and he's been on the Musing with the Chocolate.
Oh,
yeah, I
yes?
was in the original pilots
Yeah.
that never aired.
No, but one of the pilots is still on there, and you're on it, and you're on the thumbnail.
Oh.
The very first video on this channel, he's in it. He's in the thumbnail. Boom.
The first
So-
video?
Yeah,
I thought the first
it's the
video was
one where
taken
my
down.
friends react to my decision to go on the Game Over Greggy show, and it's got like
Oh, okay,
1,000
that
something
one.
views or whatever. There's just not this 1,000 views.
It's the only 1,000 video
No,
he
that's
has.
two. That's two. I have two 1,000 views.
Was it part 2, the other one?
The other one was dissecting the trip itself when I was you and Fame.
Oh, okay.
And we were talking about my trip, and people wanted to know how Greg is in real life, and
Mm-hmm.
that's And I got the Pacquiao one has 600 views.
Oh, God.
There you go.
So you're going to do
we're gonna do. Oh yeah. Well, this is gonna air after Monday morning is the Pacquiao reaction, and Monday afternoon is this.
Okay.
Spoilers with Menchaca, and then Musing with Menchaca. As long as I'm able to film it Musing with Menchaca, then it should be tomorrow on
I don't know.
Tuesday till Friday. That's in all the breakouts like normal.
Okay.
So that's how it's gonna work. All right. So yes, we just got through watching it this morning, and now we're here on a Saturday afternoon taping this. Spoilers. So, all right, going back to it. The good. What do we like?
All right.
Like
Well,
the special effects.
The action.
The action was pretty
dude, the
good.
action was sick.
The
Yeah.
action was way better than the first movie. I feel like because I watched the first movie like last weekend in preparation for this movie.
Yeah, so
and
did I.
The first movie felt slower by comparison.
Well, it was 3 hours long, wasn't it?
No, it's actually they're both the same runtime. I
Yeah,
think
they're both the same.
Oh.
Age of Ultron is 1 minute shorter than the first movie.
All right, so the other one just had more build-up, so it made it feel like it was a longer movie.
Yeah, well, because see, the thing is, in the first movie, they had to, recruit everybody. They had to take time to bring them together and stuff like that, and so they didn't really have a lot of time. And then,
There's a bad thing that I'm thinking about. There was no Loki.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
cut. I read on the article
Like
that
cut or
he shot scenes for it.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so
wow.
that
He
kind of
shot
cut.
scenes for it, but then the original cut, like when Joss Whedon was directing this movie, the first rough draft, the rough cut, was 3 hours and 20 something minutes long, and so you had to cut it down to the 2 hours and 20 something that it's at right now.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. And that was, his Loki got cut from the film, and I guess maybe he didn't serve enough purpose or whatever, story-wise.
What if he was a big purpose? Like whenever Thor goes out to figure out what it was.
My guess is that he probably was in the dream sequence.
I mean, the guy had
That probably extended the dream. If
Yeah.
anything, that's what it did.
Yeah.
He had a box. The scientist guy, he had a box coming
Yeah.
into the cave. And I'm like, where the hell did he get his box?
Yeah, he just walked out of the
What was the box
college.
for?
I don't know,
He
he
walked out
just-
of college with the box.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
that's
just had the
interesting.
box.
All right, but that's the bad. Here. We're on the good. All right, we're on the good.
And
Let's
that's
stay on
not
the
even
good.
necessarily bad. We just don't know.
Yeah, I was like,
All right.
where did the box come from?
I like the one-liners.
That's one thing that I don't know how people react. I personally like them just because there was.
Because it's Avengers.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
very like Avengers is all about the Marvel universe is all about. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
No,
Our
I was-
producer?
I was breathing into the mic, apparently.
Oh, okay. Our producer is behind the camera helping us keep on top of the audio levels because, like I said, there's no mic stands. We
It's
have to
audio
control.
designer. Audio designer, not producer.
not-
Checked.
I mean, last time around when she was behind the camera, she was our giving us.
Yeah,
the
but now
go-ahead
she
to
got
guess.
promoted to audio design or demoted to audio designer, I should say.
I don't even. I really comment below if you can tell me what the actual term is, the technical term for someone who keeps an ear on the sound levels and things like that, because that's somebody's
The
usually
intern.
somebody's usually got like this rig on them, like on their waist, and they have like a boom mic thing, and then they're making sure that everything is heard whenever they're filming these documentaries and things like that.
Oh, I just call them sound guys. I think they're just called sound guys.
I'm gonna call them like a gaffer or something. I don't know.
Gaffer.
I don't know.
Damn.
Right now,
don't
it's
even
like today was the earliest I've gotten up
On a Saturday.
on a Saturday. in the
Even when there
longest
were
time.
Saturday cartoons out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking like this is the earliest in years.
Okay.
And no, it's
sleep
not even
in.
that. I
You
mean,
sleep in on
yeah, I
Saturday.
sleep in on Saturdays because I work, and I worked really late last night. But
You
I
wanted to
don't,
come
right now,
up.
I'm trying to remember important parts. There's just like good parts that I liked in the movie. I'm just trying to see. Like,
Okay, well, I like Vision. I liked
Oh,
Vision
hell
as
yeah.
well.
I don't-
Vision was sick.
Yeah,
The only
he
thing
looked
is-
pretty sick.
Yeah, he
The-
looked
the-
cool. I mean,
He
the
was a
whole
boss.
Infinity
He's a
Stone
boss.
Thing. Yeah, he's.
I
I,
mean,
just like the way his suit looked. I think
Yeah.
his suit was sick, and I don't know.
I liked Ultron. He was really he was very much like Tony Stark. He had personality. He wasn't just like a
was
villain.
funny.
He wasn't just like some villain.
How did he
that-
get the personality of Tony Stark? How did
like,
that
I'm
happen?
not Stark. Don't compare me to Stark.
Yeah.
How
so-
did
cut
how
that
did he
dude's
get it?
arm
I
off.
mean, they download his personality from him, or was it because he coded him? That
Well,
he got
because
some-
remember he was when
father
he,
son kind of thing?
No, remember when they kind of went into when he was killing or he wasn't killing it, but what's it called?
Jarvis.
He was like going into and finding out all this information about everything, not just Tony Stark, but all the Avengers, and I guess he might have gotten all the information and personality from Tony Stark from that.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking.
I guess. But yeah, he was very much like him. He's like, that's something that Tony Stark would say. He's like, do not compare me. And now we
chopped
know.
off his
now
arm.
we
I'm
know-
so sorry. I'm so sorry I took off your hand.
Yeah.
Now we know how Claw becomes Claw. There you go.
Whatever happened to the armless man?
What do you mean?
The guy who had his arm removed.
He's
what
gonna be
happened?
in Black Panther. He's Black Panther's villain.
Oh,
Claw.
okay. Because it was just like go kill them all, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see
He
here.
chopped his arm so fast that it didn't even get to bleed because it burned off. It was
No,
so
that's
fast.
true.
I thought it was just. Did he really like
No, he
burn
chopped-
it off? I thought he just like.
I think like when he
took
cut
it.
it, it charred up. Like the flesh was just like it stopped bleeding because the heat charred
It was
up.
cauterized.
Yeah.
Really fast.
Kind of like with Star Wars, I guess. That's what happens with
Yeah.
a lightsaber. It's so hot,
There you go.
burned. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars, we're gonna have to go watch that one too.
We'll
Oh,
do
yeah.
spoilers. We're gonna do. I have a
Yeah.
feeling that we're gonna do a lot of spoilers review for a lot of stuff. I mean, we saw Jurassic Park trailer. We saw all these trailers for all these movies. Ant-Man. We're gonna be doing.
I don't know how I feel about that, man.
We're not talking about that
'Cause
just
it's-
yet. We're not.
It's Paul Rudd.
All right, so the other, I can't really think of any other things that I would say I liked. It was action, the one-liners.
I feel like I have to
Vision,
watch it again.
Ultron.
To
What
be able to
about
explain
what about the love story or the?
what with Hulk
Those are
and-
bad.
Yeah.
That's probably on the bad.
That's in the bad.
Yeah.
Come on. Did you want her to go with Captain America instead of Hulk? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, yeah. Well, that's really. I mean, it's a very non-believable love
They
story.
were both monsters, okay?
No,
Yeah, she's like,
Whereas, like,
You're
you're
not
we're not the only monster.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? I mean, I really can't think of anything else.
trying to
for,
think.
for
I have
good.
to watch it again in order to come up with more things. That's how I feel right now. Trying to think.
I can't think of anything.
The
else
bad.
good.
Let's move on to the bad then. All right. So what I didn't like was the non-believable. Like all of a sudden, their thing, Hulk and Black Widow. Really?
What are you
Come
talking
on.
about? It was coming.
No, like, first off, in the first Avengers, there was like a connection between her and Hawkeye, and the second Captain America 2, there's
They were
a
best
connection.
friends. No, there was no connection. They were best friends.
Okay, and the second one, there's a connection between her and Captain America.
She
And
likes to
now-
flirt, as he said.
Yeah,
She
Chris
likes
Evans
to
seen it
flirt.
firsthand.
Oh yeah, he said in the movie, yeah,
Yeah.
she likes to flirt. She likes to flirt, but in the press junket, whenever they were asked about that, like Chris Evans and Jeremy Renner were being interviewed, and then they were asked about that connection, and then about Black Widow, not about Scarlett Johansson. They're distinguishing
Well, of
like
course,
the
I mean, she-
character Black Widow, and then they were like laughing. It's like, oh yeah, she gets around. She's a whore, like that.
Damn.
She's like she gets around. Like, and then they were laughing, chuckling, but then they later had to apologize for those remarks.
Really?
Oh, I
Because-
think I did hear about
Because
that.
they were very insensitive and very anti-feminist and stuff like that. Not to say that this channel's never said any anti-feminist remarks.
No way. I don't,
This
I
isn't
don't
that
remember
show.
anything
This
about
isn't that show.
It's not that kind of show.
Spoilers with Menchaca. Okay, Musing with Menchaca Monday through Friday night. Saturday mornings is the full episodes. All right. No, I guess okay, but that one it just felt forced, and I just think that they had a good chemistry, I'd say, but that just came out of nowhere. That came out of left field. You know what?
Come from right field.
You know what? I forgot. There's another good thing I forgot. How the hell did we forget
What?
this? Oversee this? How do we like
Say
bad
it.
oversight? Hulk versus Iron Man.
It was
That
too
was-
short. I think that's kind
That
of.
was good.
It
was-
was. I don't think it was too short. I think it was just
It was just
perfectly.
right.
Yeah.
I think it was. I liked it. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I liked it, but
That was a good 2-minute fight.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like
3
when
minutes.
he
maybe.
when he was punching him like over and over.
Go to sleep, please. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to think. There was another bad thing that I didn't like. Somebody take over. I can't think of
It
one.
wasn't necessarily bad. I just kind of like when they brought in Hawkeye's family, and I honestly I don't even want to say anything about that. I feel like right now I'm wondering who are the Avengers in the future, or like
going forward.
yeah, and who are they taking away? Obviously Stark is leaving. I don't know if Thor's got to come back. They're gonna come back. Are they coming back for Civil War? Or for Civil War is just Iron Man and Captain America.
So far, the only ones I know that are confirmed for Civil War is Iron Man, Captain America, Falcon, and Hawkeye,
And Spider-Man.
and Spider-Man. Well, Spider-Man is still rumored, isn't he?
I'm pretty
Pretty
sure
sure it's-
because Spider-Man has to be the last one where they have to recruit him,
Yeah. Okay.
and he's
yeah.
the deciding factor apparently.
Yeah, they're both Iron Man and Captain America going after him to be on their side. Yeah, but here's a bad that I didn't like. I felt like Hulk was utilized well, and he had a really good part in the movie, and Mark Ruffalo had a bigger, meatier part and everything, all that stuff like that.
I already know what you're gonna say.
But Hulk was not like he could have dealt with so many threats. Like there were things that they could have done. They could have won faster if Hulk was just deployed.
Yeah, but it's a
know what
movie.
Like what?
He's
Okay,
He's
like
a
in the
mad scientist. He's
okay.
over there with Stark working and trying
Okay, like so whenever it was the three of them and then Ultron was like, "Oh, let me take the time to give you my evil plan," and just starts attacking. That was a good part.
to. That was awesome.
It was awesome. But Hulk was, Bruce Banner was just there and the Quinjet just chilling.
Yeah, because they know like
They should've-
he's the last resort because when he goes out of control, he goes out of
No,
control.
because if he was right there standing next to them three,
That's just like, hey, is this code
imagine,
green?
Imagine like the three. Iron Man is like in the front center. Behind him is Thor and Captain America, and then behind them should have been another like Hulk just standing right there, and then that would have ended a lot of things right there. And then on top of that, the part where they were going through the entire city, and Captain America, Black Widow, and Hawkeye are just the three of them by themselves are taking on Ultron. And Captain America was going hand-to-hand combat with Ultron. I mean, like, really? And literally, Hulk was just there at Stark Tower, just chilling, not doing anything. Was Iron Man just too busy on the internet? And and then Thor is on his mystical quest to the Fountain of Youth or whatever.
No, but that was
It didn't happen yet. They didn't get to the house yet.
yeah.
What?
I don't think because they were still trying to get they were still trying to get Vision
The body.
the body
Yeah.
at that point.
And Thor was on his water
Okay,
quest.
then, yeah,
Was
okay.
was
He
it
was
at that
already on
time?
his water quest.
I'm getting the last battle confused with that battle.
Yeah.
No, yeah. There was that battle where Captain America is using a shield to fight, and it was the part where he gets blasted a lot in the chest without being incinerated or anything
I'm telling
like
you,
that.
it's a suit.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. I guess these are more nitpicks, I'd say. Mm-hmm. I don't.
What about
they're
the
not-
whole the whole Hulk and Ultron thing that you?
Oh
didn't get
yeah,
to see
I didn't. Yeah,
a fight, between those two, or like a real, like
a real fight. Yeah, that
Kinda-
was another thing. I kind of wish that Ultron went head to head to.
Well, he
The
did
Hulk.
go head to head with the Hulk
Gotta
with the other
silence my
little
phone.
bodies.
Oh,
Silence. All right. Anyways,
All the
Ultrons.
other robots were Ultrons.
yeah, but
That
I'm
was
talking
the
about
main body.
I'm the
but
main one.
but-
I'm talking about the one with the vibranium
yeah.
one.
I don't really understand if it's vibranium or not.
It
'cause
was vibranium. He went to Wakanda from Claw.
Yeah, but he broke
To
up
get
really easily, though.
vibranium.
I mean, it was supposed to be indestructible, and yet they were able to
Captain
melt
America's shield gets broken so many times in the comics,
Yeah.
and not to mention it was literally a soul beam, a unit,
it. But it has
beam
not
and
broken
Thor's-
once.
and it
His
didn't break.
lightning
It
and
just
then-
more melted than it broke. It was like kind of like melted a little bit, but
Yeah.
it was still good.
But I thought that was his insides that were melting, not the outside. Because he wasn't
Yeah.
really like when you saw him when he was fighting the Hulk after he was all melted. He didn't look really all that messed up.
Yeah, that's true. And also, like, see, the thing is, Hulk had this really great moment in the first Avengers where he was going against Loki, and he was like doing the
puny
bashing,
god.
the puny god thing, and I wanted that
With
from
Ultron.
Like, but instead he was like, "Oh, for the love of God," and then he gets thrown out of the plane.
Like a baby.
And then what did he? Yeah, that's true. And then he just like,
Flew away.
and then Scarlet Witch just rips his mechanical heart out.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that's another thing that
that
I
was
like
pretty
for the
awesome.
good. I fell in
You
love
know
with
how it
Scarlet Witch.
felt.
Like this is how it felt. That's another bad. They had to kill Quicksilver.
Yeah,
That's bullshit.
Maybe they couldn't afford to pay him anymore. I don't know.
They couldn't afford the license for his
Yeah.
character. No, because I'm thinking like this is in my ideal Avengers universe. In every movie, with every subsequent Avengers movie, the cast gets bigger without anyone being taken out. Like that.
It's gonna be a pretty big cast.
and
like-
we lost Quicksilver
Yeah.
while he was saving Hawkeye, and Hawkeye's not even going to be in the next movie.
Or
Or
he's gonna-
he's not
he's
going
kind of he was trying to retire.
Yeah,
He
Is
might
it-
come in for Infinity Wars.
probably for a little bit.
Yeah, but see, like the thing is, like you have like a cast of like Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Vision.
It can't keep getting
War
bigger and
Machine,
bigger.
Spider-Man, just Ant-Man,
Wolverine.
No. I'm just saying, like in general, like just
Jesus Christ.
like Quicksilver or Scarlet Witch, and just continue to add and add and add. And so when it comes to the Infinity War, all like 20 Avengers versus Thanos.
And they still lose.
But that's what I'm thinking. Like that's it should just continue to build on itself.
I'm still wondering how they're gonna take the Infinity Gauntlet away from Thanos.
Yeah,
Because he actually has it in his hand. Like,
He's like, he had the post-credit scene. He's like,
yeah,
no.
and he's gonna grab all the Infinity Stones.
Yep. I don't know, but
Spider-Man maybe with the spider web. Just like,
give me that. He
All
grabs
right.
and just dies me.
anything else bad or anything else good, or just any other final thoughts?
For good, I know. I just kind of fell in love with Scarlet Witch. She's just so badass. I think she's badass. I don't know.
Yeah. She was. She had this really thing where she was like kind of moving fast, like very like.
I think
like
that was-
twitchy and
no, I think that was their mind playing tricks on
Yeah,
them.
it was like when
Oh.
she was trying to evacuate everybody. I think.
because like the part where she
No,
kinda,
whenever they
she
were in
hit
the boat.
she hit Captain, and then she kind of like moves really fast, and then shuts the door really fast. Like,
I thought that was Quicksilver helping her.
No, it was her. It was just her.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was just her, but I'm pretty sure it was just his mind playing tricks on him. You know, just like with Thor. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I liked that one little one-liner where Hawkeye was like, I'm not a fan of mind control.
yeah, like,
Oh, that was
Yes. He was like, I'm not falling for that again. It was very interesting as Iron Man was all alone. It's like, the team is down. Like Hawkeye, I can't help.
how easy.
Hawkeye can't help in that. He can't back up Iron Man on that.
I can't believe how easy it was for this girl to like sneak up behind them and just mind control them. She had no training at all. It's like la 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 la.
Just
You're mine
behind.
now.
Yeah. Well, she just basically she presented them with their fears, as what it was, which is
Just
really
to try
weird.
to turn. It was all.
The cuttlefish.
Which is really weird
Oh, the
because
cuttlefish.
Captain didn't really have a fear. He was just kind of like missing out. Like I'm like,
No, he had a fear.
what was his fear?
His fear was not being able to go home
And
after.
I guess being alone too. Just
Yeah.
'cause
Oh, he was
he's
alone.
from 1940s.
That's true. And then Thor's was failing Asgard and sending them to hell, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Black Widow
And then
was just,
Tony's was just
hurt them.
watching letting all of his friends down.
oh yeah, letting them all
Everybody
die.
dying.
Becoming the monster that she is.
I mean,
Becoming the ballet star
why
that
did they
she
call
is.
the Hulk Buster Veronica? They should have called it the Hulk
Oh,
Buster.
I think Veronica is that backup for Jarvis, because he was talking to her.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
Some backup maybe.
Dude, Jarvis is cool too.
I mean, I wonder what Friday stood for.
Oh yeah.
You know, when he's going through the cars, like, oh, nope, there's Friday, and plugs it in.
And then boom, yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I don't know. It was music, wasn't it? I don't know. I
No,
thought
it wasn't
no,
music.
it
It
was
was a design, an
Yeah, he
armor
put it in his
design.
armor.
I don't know. I guess we'd have to see the movie again, and I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray because it's gonna be a director's cut.
4K.
No, I don't think it's gonna be 4K. I doubt
It should be 4K.
I mean, it could be. There are 4K Blu-rays, but I'm gonna get it in 3D. Watch it again. But the director's cut is probably gonna be an extra 30 minutes or so.
3D is overrated. It's all about augmented reality now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Scores. All
All
right. Before we score it, we have to get a barometer on this. Or whatever. I don't even know if that's a
A
proper term.
barometer. You're
I don't-
measuring wind speed
I don't
here.
know.
Wind
All right.
pressure. I mean,
Yeah. Fine. We'll.
is it wind pressure or
we
wind
need
speed?
to get like a basis. Where do we rate the first Avengers movie?
The first one
first
was
one?
pretty high up there, just because I think they almost had I'm going a 9 out of 10
Okay. That's what I was gonna fall
for the
on.
first one.
I
For the
gave the
s-
first one a 9.5 for me, like when I first saw it. And I rewatched it again. I stick with. What I-
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 9.5 on that one as well. I rewatched it last week, and it had like the fun and the excitement of like there was like a sense of magic just bringing them together.
Well,
the
yeah,
first
for the first time.
For the
we've
first
seen 'em
time.
on a big screen. It was
and
cool.
then yeah, and the only thing I would say like it just wasn't for me. It was the first movie did not have enough action. Like
No, it
it
didn't.
really didn't. Like
was
the
only
action
towards
was
the end.
too short. And it was all towards the end. Yeah.
And that's why when when Winter Soldier came out, that when I saw that, I kind of debated which one I liked more and which one because I still don't know which I like, the first Avengers or Winter
Captain-
Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
But I like I personally like Winter Soldier more than the Avengers, I guess, in the action standpoint. I kind of made up for the action.
yeah.
I thought, like, I don't know, that's how I felt with that.
So 9.5,
But
9.5, and 9.0 right here. 9.0
For the first
one.
Avengers.
All right. So now that we know that, where do we rank the second Avengers?
I think it loses a little bit of points with me. I'm gonna go with an 8.5.
What? Why?
It was not as good as the first.
It was not as good as
It was
the
not
first.
it was
I
not as
think
good.
it was just as good as the first.
I just feel-
See, here's the thing. Here's where I'm going to debate you on this. It didn't have the magical factor. It didn't have those wow moments. There were really cool moments between like the puny god Hulk moment and the time when they were all in that one shot and they were all fighting together in this one long shot. And then there was these other like cool little magical moments like Hulk versus Thor and things like that in the first Avengers that they just nailed it so much. But the second one, it didn't have those magical moments. It had moments kind of like it, but it wasn't nearly as good. I mean, at the very beginning of the movie, there was that one giant shot, and in the second movie, Ultron was like, "Oh, for the love of God," and then but they weren't as good, but they were there, and it had the one-liners, it had the zingers, it had the fun factor. Here's where Avengers 2 beats the first Avengers in the action. So it may not be as magical or as good, but it still is fun and it has
I don't
more
think
eye
it was.
candy.
It was meant to give us some sense of the magical feeling we got, but they were putting all that magical feeling, I guess, into the first one just because no one had seen it. A new generation was being introduced to these characters and this storyline and this universe. You know.
I mean, really, I mean, for the second movie and a second Avengers movie, you can only go in two directions. One, you can continue to go 100 miles per hour, which is what they did. Or you can go Empire Strikes Back with it and have everything, which I guess they kind of did Empire Strikes Back a little bit, but not really. They kind of half-assed that one.
Yeah, I like this one better.
So, I was going to say, I will grade it.
Well, the only thing you can do is either go ahead and score it the same or
See, this
a
is why your
perfect score.
20-point scale messes up. I would give it like a 9.2. But
I'm going to go 9.0.
I mean, you're not letting me.
I'm going to go 9.0 on this one.
Oh, it's going down then.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're getting on me for putting my points down.
But an 8 something?
I said an 8 point. For the first one, I scored it as a 9.
I'm giving mine
The
a
next one, I scored it as an 8.5.
a 9.5. I'm sticking with.
You're sticking with the original same score?
I like it better, but it's a 9.5. So it's the
Yeah.
same score, but I like it better.
I think it just has to belong at a 9. That's what it's,
Okay.
it's got a 9 or above. So, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen? This has been a Spoilers with Menchaca review. Comment below with what your thoughts on for Avengers 2, and we will see you again next time.
Dropping the mic.